And all heavens and earth, pervy sage, I need training. Jumping around with toads and crap is it's fun and all, but I need more. I need big jutsus to beat Neji. He's he's the Hyuga clan's prodigy. He's a prodigy. I can't beat a prodigy just with shadow clones. As much as I can spam clone. He has a bloodline. I don't have one. And I have Toothless and all, but either but that, I'm pretty much useless. With this jutsu, you should get an advantage, as Jurassic says. Summoning? I don't think so. It's not really a good jutsu. It's a good jutsu for backup. But I need more than that, you know? Let's see what we're talking about. You want to fight head to head. And you want to take him on fair. Bloodline to no bloodline. Okay, I have an idea. I'll teach you a jutsu. This should help you. And I'm gonna teach you all oils. My oils. My special fire jutsu. Sage art toad oil flame bullet. I know I butchered the name. As the blonde proceeded to looking at Jiraiya. What? Sage style. Toad oil. Your flame bullet. He proceeded to just do the jutsu as proceeding to spew out oil, then proceeded to ignite it with his chakra. As once he ignited it, he proceeded to stop us. Looking at the damage it did pretty big damage. Isn't that good? Yeah, that's pretty cool, pretty sage. But my question is, how do you get the oil? I changed my chakra nature to oil. And how do you do that? You have to have a good mastery of water jutsu, in which you don't have. No, I don't. How am I supposed to use a toilet oil if I don't have no control over water? Yeah, you're right, that one. Okay, we'll focus on that one, but I'll give you more forward jutsu. As Jiraiya showed him, put out his hand, as generated chakra as a ball of chakra would appear in his hand, the Rasengan. This can help you with what? This jutsu can help you. It's made by the fourth Hokage himself, but it's incomplete. Incomplete? The blonde says. Yes, it's incomplete. It needs more practice, but very much it can be used an ultimate weapon. So, why hasn't it been done? Droids to be proceeded to his eyes. Okay, Lucian. Okay, little man. I'm trying to teach you jutsu that can help you. Yeah, I know. Alright, Presage, thanks. I'll take those jutsus. Alright, as Jurassic said, let's do this. So they proceeded to do just that as he would have started training him on, well, the Rasengan and I had an idea. So first, you're going to use your shadow clones. Huh? You're going to use your shadow clones. My shadow clones. The blonde says. How am I going to use my shadow clones? You know, the shadow clone juice is not just meant for, massive amounts of clones just to beat up one person. The shadow clones were actually meant for gathering information. You want to know why? Just because they're also just not just they're solid clones. They split your chakra to the same amount as you do. Huh. Really? Yes, they had the same amount of chakra as you do. Which means any users of a dojutsu couldn't tell the difference between you and a clone. The only way they can tell the difference is, well, once they make contact with you, if you don't poof away in one punch. Yeah, that's the only thing they can really say. So, you're saying they couldn't tell if I'm a clone or not. No. Shadow clones also have chakra networks as well. They're not illusions, they're solid clones. Flesh. Chakra made flesh like the bee juice. Okay. And they also have a mind of their own, too. You have to remember that. They're you, but they're different versions of you. And also, they can gather intel. Whenever a clone disperses, it always goes back to the original, the user. No matter how much information you can get, you can use, and you still get it in the end, along with your other clones too. So, you're saying, yes, you can make how many clones? At least 1,000 clones. 1,000? As Jiraiya said, shocked. 1,000 clones, and you'll be training for about a month. Holy shit, Gaki! You'll be training under a month. You can have a year's worth of training in just under 1 month. You know what this means? You can be one of the strongest Gennings in the whole freaking village. That's cool. Wait, really? As the blonde became excited. Yes, and if you use this type of training for a whole year, you'll become the strongest shinobi in the whole world. You might even pass me in the 4th. Wow. So, this could help me in things, right? Pretty much. So, what are we waiting for? Give me those jutsus, Joe. Perfect sage. As Naruto proceeded across the city, doing his shadow clone jutsus, the two girls proceeded to look. As then seeing multiple Narutos, as Jiraiya proceeded to split the 1,000 to 2 groups. 1 500 here and 1 500 there. You guys will be working total oil bullet, and you guys will be working on the Rasengan. And I split the 500 into 2 groups. 1 300 and 1 200. The same with you. 1 200, 1 300. Why split them up more? To make it easier. I need the 200 for the Rasengan working on the stability, power. And I need 300 working on the control. And I need one of you guys to work on the fire jutsus. I need you guys to work on the water. Oh. This is splitting my training in half. Quite literally, when I can say, you can get a year's worth of training in under 1 month. And with the amount of chocolate you have, and you have more chocolate than all of us combined in the whole village, and backed up with the Nine Tails, the QB, you have chocolate to spare for years on end. Years on end? Yep. That's a lot of chocolate. Holy fucking shit, the blonde said. And I'll become a stronger shinobi if I use this method for a whole year. I'm saying you'll be trying shinobi in the village once the training time is over. You might not be at levels of me or Sensei, but you can compare to Kakashi and the other joinings in the village. But not a Hokage level. You know. Holy shit. The blonde blinked. Within watching, Hiruzen was proceeded to smile. Huh. As Hiruzen would think about it now, he had that much chakra, but yet I never thought of adding the Shadow Clone Jutsu to the roster of sort of graduate the academy. But anyways, originally, it's just too vast, it's just too much chakra coils. But only Naruto can do this regimen of training. But it's still impressive no matter what. And if he can get this amount of training done, he should be the strongest Shinobi by the end of the month. And the tuning exam should be he should easily win. And by the end of the year, probably one of the strongest. Heck, I give him at least a year and a half or two, he'll be the strongest shinobi ever lived. Minato, Kushina, he gave birth to a very strong son. A son that has massive potential like none other shonobis before that came before him. I might even say this, but he might even surpass Hashirama Sensei. I'm saying this, surpass him completely. And he might even become stronger than the six paths. Hagoromo, Otsutsuki. Stronger than the six paths. Uzumaki Naruto. Bokage. That sounds just right. As though Naruto would be training as he continues training as Jiraiya was to say, alright, next thing we need to do, get your intel up. My intel up? Why? You're training of all these jutsus and you need to know how to use these jutsus properly and when to use them and when not to. I'm teaching a variety of fire jutsus and you're learning a variety of water jutsus as well. So 2 elemental jutsus under your belt. But you need to have your mind up to date too. Because no matter how powerful your jutsus are, if you don't know how to use them, they're practically useless. Okay, if I can't hit my target, I can just ask Toothless to hit my target. And he has dead accuracy. Yes, but doesn't Toothless have a shot limit? Yeah, that's 5, 6, but yeah, a shot limit of 6. And he misses. He rarely ever misses. The shot, he's pretty much almost always accurate. That's because he's the fastest thing around, as Jiraiya says. What is the thing's faster than him? What's faster than Toothless? As Naruto says. He can literally fly in the air, and quite literally, I think he's faster than you. I don't know about that, Jiraiya says. I'm betting on my pinky finger that he is. And even right now, with me using Seijutsu as Jiraiya would think, I'll probably still be faster than him. As Jiraiya proceeds to look at Toothless, says, look at him now. Sure, but maybe he's probably slightly faster. I'm not sure yet. Jiraiya proceeds to look at us, saying, alright, whatever you want to think, Gaki. But still, and also, he's a writer who can act. She know what to do and give him the right instructions. You know? He's intelligent, very vastly intelligent. More intelligent than you. But you also need to be at his level of intelligence to figure out things what he's trying to say or not. Okay, fine, Mr. Blossom says. So that's why he's studying the battle tactics. As Jiraiya was laying the book in front of him. And also, pull out the chest that Sensei gave you. Not just touching your hand signs, summoning the chest that's simply given to Jiraiya. And you're going to be reading the book of dragons as you deemed it. And a good name for it. Yeah, I know. The Blossom says. And you want me to read battle tactics and the book of dragons. What I more want you to focus on do is to read the book, Dragon Book, the Book of Dragons. And you can do some clones for battle tactics. So summon at least 500 for battle tactics, then read the Book of Dragons on your own. bonus besides, fine. As Zoobi proceeded to do this training, as the month would proceed to go by, Naruto proceeded to read the book. He proceeded to read the Stoker class because that was the first. Reading the Stoker class, he found every dragon there. The monstrous nightmare all the way to the Fireworm Queen, and the most deadliest dragons with the most powerful flame, which was impressive, was just a couple of dragons that had some pretty good flame capability. And the Stoker class were pretty much known for their hot temperatures of fire. The Striker, actually, the Sharp class was known for their, sharpness, really. You got the Deadly Natter, which had an Magnesium Blast, which is interesting. You got the Razor Whip, the Triple Strike, and a couple of others, which was impressive, seeing there's a lot of dragons that were very much in this class. And the Timberjack, too, was something big. Like, the dragon could cut whole forests down with his wings. It's just flying over, it can cut whole forests with his wings. And that was terrifying. And when he read that, his look was very seemingly. Actually, he would tell Jiraiya simply. Jiraiya was shocked. And that's one of the things he said, is why these dragons need to be found. Well, the other villagers found them. They weren't really good for Konoha. Once we got to the Boulder class, this was more of a defense. The Cabin Crasher, the Quaken, the Gronkle. You got a lot of Boulder class dragons that are just more for defense, to be honest. Even the Whispering Death. And the Screaming Death, which was very much told to don't even approach. If you hear it scream, just give up. Well, that's what it said, which is interesting. It just says to give up on Screaming Death, and there is no really illustration of the Screaming Death. There is nothing. It just hasn't even been recorded. It's been recorded as all his name was, and that was it. Title class, or was it title class? It was title class. Title class dragons. Thunder Drums, Scoldrin, the Sea Shocker, the Magma Ripper, and a couple others. And the Cell Shocker, too. Which is impressive. Then you got the Mystery Class Dragon. A freaking dragon that was known for mischief, really. These are dragons that like to use camouflage and use their surroundings to blend in. The hideous upper back, the change wing, and a couple of others. That's a lot of dragons. There was one of them that caught his eye. One of them liked to take metal and hoard it to their name. Well, that was kind of hard because Naruto couldn't even say the name. And he couldn't even pronounce it, to be honest, so the blonde proceeded to shrug it off. Then the next one was, Tracker class. These are dragons who could track very well. Like the Rumblehorn, a couple other dragons, which are impressive, scary, but impressive, and more. And holy shit. The last class, Striker. You had the Night Fury, the Skrill. The Skrill was vastly dangerous. Quite literally, he lives in thunderstorms, the Death Grippers, Sand Wraith, and a couple of others. Which, even though, still is very haunting in other dragons, which are terrifying. Title class dragon, and that's a lot more. And there's a whole bunch of more books and dragons in the book. I don't see this blink. Okay, I officially now know dragons that powerful need to be captured, need to be brought to the Hidden Leaf. Best idea. I don't know where Perseus is. Soupy knowing that wherever he is probably peeping. The blonde Soupy looked, seeing his clones continue to train. As once he found the information that the clones were doing, it's got them thinking, alright, that's enough training for today. As the blonde Soupy said, dispelling all of his clones in a group of, just about all of them, he had a pretty much big backlash of the brain. Ah, fudge, that hurts. As immediately feeling the pain soothe away. I guess the goddamn fox is also helping. Also, I appreciate. He proceeded to head to Toothless, who proceeded to get up as Toothless was looking to the skies. There's a lot of clouds recently. Through this week, the blonde saw this, saying, "Hey, you okay, buddy? You seem kind of off." I just proceeded to look at the sky, seeing thunderstorms. Yeah, a lot of thunder, huh? Then he thought, now I think about it, isn't it? That's kind of out of Tatsuki's at the village of Kakashi Sensei. And I didn't remember if they said they would go somewhere out the village, but so close and close by where, that place was. They're training, and that's in the location they are. And that's a lot of thunder going off and lightning. The boy looked at Toothless, saying, "You don't think it's actually a dragon causing this?" Toothless proceeded to look at his writer, as proceeding, even though looked at, probably said it was pretty much so. And he proceeded to nudge his head to get on. I'm with you. I'd rather check to be sorry. Yeah, let's go check. Toothless proceeded to zip into the air, flying quickly as they now would proceed to fly, following the thunder as it started to rain. Great, it's raining. That's what we need. Toothless proceeded to flying higher into the sky. Okay, what are we looking for? Let's proceed to pull out the Book of Dragons. Just looking at it. Okay. Thunder. Skrill. There. Aha! Uses storms as a biomatic way of charging themselves, and also are attracted to storms. Very much. They are attracted to storms. And they use the lightning and redirect it at its enemies. Okay. So, it's attracted to storms, but what could be attracting them? The bomb proceeded to look around. Anything that could be attracting lightning. He proceeded to looking down as proceeded to roaring as his head pointing towards the direction. After looking down and seeing Kakashi Sensei and Tatsuki training, it seems he's trying to wield lightning. At this rate, they're gonna call the freaking dragon here. As she proceeded to run forward, shoving her hand into the boulder that proceeded to take static. As simply, it didn't break, but had a couple cracks in it. Alright, to just dive. As Naruto proceeded to put the Book of Dragons away, as he proceeded to dive, as landing, it's like Kakashi Sensei, as Naruto says, Naruto, I'm impressed. You're here. But her training's gonna go well. Yeah, it's going well. But I need to tell Satsuki to stop what she's doing. Why is that? Because you're attracting lightning. Yes, I know. It's dangerous, but it's worth it. If she can use the teaching I'm teaching her in all it weathers, it'll show her improvement in talking control. Yeah, but what about if a giant lightning dragon, shows up and attacks her? What do you mean? You're using your chakra to turn it into an element jutsu, right? So it takes on that properties. One of the dragons in the Book of Dragons is attracted to lightning, and that would be the Skrill. And how's that have to do with us? Lightning, it's attracted to it. It's like a second nature thing. Like, it attracted storms and rain, and basically what I'm saying is, you keep on allowing her to do that jutsu, she has become a literal red target. And she keeps on doing it, it's going to strike her as Poseidon Thunder proceeds to slam down at the rock that she was striking on. As they stop and seeing, the dragon right there in front of them, a Skrill. There. I caught you eyes were widened. Okay, I see what you mean. But I'm not sure if it's really attracted by it, as the lightning generated by Satsuki's Chidori would fuel this dragon, as once it takes the energy, it proceeded to fire it right back. Satsuki proceeded to dodge, barely, as Tuta proceeded to fire a plasma shot. The Skrill proceeded to fly into the sky, disappearing into the clouds. Now, do you believe me? Okay, I believe you, 100%. Alright, what do? We don't do anything. We just don't touch it. We leave it alone. As Skrill came back for more. Never mind, coming back for more. Toothless. As Naruto proceeded again, getting Toothless. Let's help Satsuki with a bit of air control. As Toothless proceeded to fight through the air, proceeding to fight another plasma shot, the Skrill proceeded to fire her lightning as the two edged to collide, causing an explosion of lightning plasma as the two would fly away. Naruto proceeded to land. Satsuki is saying, you need to stop firing, stop using your jutsu on that dragon. It's attracting it. You don't stay. Ashley simply said, scowling. So you're gonna stop? No. Ashley still, we continue the charge. I have an idea. She put on a kunai, simply looking at the kunai. What are you doing? If this dragon is attracted to lightning, lightning is also attracted to metal. As she proceeded to connect the kunai, I think this is a way to train it. Train it? You're dealing with a wild dragon here, which it says is as dangerous as any other. And it's hyper-aggressive, as Naruto says. That's a bad idea. Bad idea, but only chance we got. I need to see if I can do this. Do this? I think you should, calm down. I'm calm. I need you to trust me on this one. Trust? As another lightning bolt strike beside him as another one. I don't know about trust. I trust Satsuki any day of the week. The freaking lightning wielding dragon that's kind of wormy, you know? And also, you're using lightning chakra that's attracting it. And worse, you're holding a freaking kunai with weapons. That are what? Metal. So I don't know. I want to say this yet again. You are literally walking red target flag. You're a literal hot rod. I'm sorry, but I just gotta say it to you. Come on, just one shot. All right? If it doesn't work, go for it. Fight it. Fine. I'll back off. But the moment it gets too dangerous and coming in, as long as we proceed to shoot into the air with Toothless, they proceed to fly over. Tatsuki, yes, Kakashi says, be careful. She proceeded to nod as charging up the kunai with lightning chakra as proceeding as striking down as the dragon and squirrel proceeded to fly down as proceeding to glare. It was a blackish purplish dragon. Blackish purplish in color palette as its gold eyes would proceed to glow. Showing as the wyvern would proceed to crawl, proceed to walk forward. Okay, nothing to worry about. As it proceeded to roar in her face, as lightning would crack around his body. Alright. As it proceeded, she proceeded to wave it with the kunai in front. If it's attracted to lightning and it uses it as a natural everyday thing, it should be attracted to metal. As the squirrel proceeded to follow, I simply proceeded to look. I won't hurt you. Yes, it's in common. An unreeling rage that no one can understand. But I can. I want to help you with that. Placing her hand upon the dragon's head as simply calming it down. Naruto just his face. Hey, it actually worked. Holy crap, it worked. Toothless proceeded to look as Kakashi say, huh, that worked. As she proceeded to get on the dragon's back, as proceeded to put the kunai away, as proceeded to fly into the air. I'm impressed. It actually worked. But how do you know she wasn't going to attack? Or is it he or she? No, it's definitely a she. Well, how do you know she was not going to attack you? The blind simply said. This is called a bit of hope. Hope. So it's not Uchiha arrogance or crap and stuff like that? No. Not this time. Just a bit of hope. The blonde proceeds to smile. Well, that's impressive. Dry proceeds to simply say, they're getting along just fine. Yeah, they are, she simply says. So, how long did it take you to catch up? I knew the moment that Naruto left with Toothless when I noticed the storm. So you think they think that they can actually round up a team that aim to clutch all the dragons around the country? Maybe. I'm not sure. Mr. Rice simply says, I'm gonna hope that they can. Because right now, they can use some, firepower, or should I say dragon power, really. It'd be really helpful. And one thing is, no matter what, it could be useful. The Hidden Leaf needs a bit of power. Ever since the QB attack, the Nine Tails dropped us down for a bit. We showed them we're still the strongest village out of 5 nations, but there's still a vast hole to the amount of shinobi we lost on that night. Yeah, Dry simply says. Understandable. As Kakashi simply says. So we need a bit of help. And maybe some dragons on our side. Okay. As Kakashi simply says. As they would all nod as proceeding to get the head of us. Now, Sasuke will plan to name her. Yeah, good idea, Naruto says. What's her name? Let's proceed to think about it. I'm not sure yet. You don't have a name for her? You can't call her Skrilly, as the blonde says. No. She's more than just that. She deserves more respect than this. Her species name, shortened. Kieran. Huh? Kieran, as she simply says. Kieran? What the frick is that? It's a name I came up with. It just felt right at the time. Felt right. It suits, as Jiraiya simply says. Jiraiya Sama. As she proceeded to bow her head, along with Kieran doing the same. You see that, Galki? That's respect. I respect my ass. You peeping old perv. Toothless proceeded to also give a grunt. Oh, look at you. Oh, don't even start with you. As pointing towards Toothless was proceeded to laugh. Look at that. Even Toothless doesn't even respect you. Oh, geezer. Hey, Sasuke. Hey, Sasuke. As he proceeded to look at the girl. Race your back. She proceeded to smile at the thing. Race. Is that a challenge? Dope? The blonde to be scowled. Dope. Thought we were out of that whole plane of existence. Nah, you're still a dope. As she proceeded to steal his headband and proceeded to take to flight. What the heck? Hey, get that back! As she proceeded to shoot after her. As two proceeded to fly. Love birds, as Kachi says. I have to admit, Sasuke and Naruto get along very well, Jiraiya says. They do. Reminds me of Minato and Kushina a lot. Yes, Sensei Kushina-sama. It does. But she's more like her mother, to be honest. Yes, very much true. Way more like a mother. And I can already see it. Right into those nice curves. In a few years, she'll be way more curvy than her mother. After I was just a big giggle. Ah, good old days. Is there? Huh. Probably. His costume to look back as Ika as Drows. We better get those two before they cause thing in the village and set fires. You're right. We should. So should we start training together, to be honest? Darth, think about it. I think so, to be honest, because, well, they're going to be in a specialized team to gather dragons all around the world, so they're going to need it. Pretty much. He says, all right, let's get going then. After 2, Shinobi would proceed to go disappear in Shunshin, vanishing, going after students. The next few days, these were interesting, to say the least. When Satsuki found out she was going to be trained with Naruto, she was happy and a bit giddy inside. More than giddy. She didn't know why, but she shrugged it off as something weird. The dough was rubbing off on her, more than usual. The blonde simply smiled. All right, we got Toothless and Kieran. Oh, now I think about it, you can't sleeping on top of the roof of my apartment. I mean, goddamn landlord's been giving me bills. Very much, as Jiraiya simply says. You need to find a place for Toothless. And you. Satsuki proceeded to simply nod. Yeah, that's right. She proceeded to think about it. I thought about it. You can take the Uchiha Discord. The Uchiha clan. There's just a lot of space in the Uchiha compound. Really? Isn't that a good chunk of the village? Yeah, but the village hasn't really taken it back since, and it's all mine, so we can use it for the dragons. Huh. Well, might as well make that our base of operations, to be honest. What you think about it is, you know what? We should make that a base of operations because it's pretty much useful for that. The two Ipsy smile is understanding still continue training. As Haruto proceeds to watch as Danzo to Koharu watches. Danzo proceeds to smile. Seems like he's getting along. That's good. In this AU, Danzo's not a freaking, well, an asshole. Yes, he's in good hands, as Haruto simply says. That's good. Koharu simply smiled. As long as the children are getting along, that's just fine. Homura would say, understandable. It makes me happy to see the next generation being so glad and bright. The only problem is the villagers still giving off the hate for the QB attack. That's something that we need to change. Very much, but, I think it's just getting better. As Haruto said, very much it is, but still. The dragons need to be addressed. There's been a lot of notifications for saying dragons should be put under and used for the village's bidding. Very much so. I can see where that comes from, as Haruto says, but they're not ours to take. There are shinobis. Yes, very much true. As Dondos would say, as long as we trust them, and I can already get glad to see these dragons, keep them safe. And Toothless, as long as he keeps Naruto safe, that's all I care about. Don't worry, Donzo, your grandson is completely safe. Yes, I just wish he used to be with his father. Minato's death was not your fault, but yet I should have been there. I wasn't there, and I wasn't strong enough to stop him in time. His last words to me was, keep him safe, father. And he knew all this time. And yet, even though I couldn't do anything, being the damn grandson of Mater Uchiha didn't help either. Well, or son. This is the son of Mater Uchiha. Very much so, as Haruto says. But still, it's best to make it better than anything. Now, as Haruto says, we need to deal with the biggest problem. This organization that's helping to bring the dragons in. Yes, if we need manpower, no matter what the case. The Third Great Shinobi Wars brought a lot of our shinobi's death. And we lost a lot of power. Along with the QB attack, dropped us lower than before. We still showed we were strong, but we're still weak in number. But if we get some dragons on our side, and it's a shame that we have to use these poor innocent creatures creatures in this line of work to do so, but we need the power. It's a shame, as Haruto says, but it must be done. Keep your root on division. We're already on that, as Dr. smiled. As long as the next generation can have something, and maybe we can add dragons, if we get them dragons to the academy and learn about them. Maybe so. Let's just hope that Naruto can do this. For all our sake. He got something big coming up for us. All of us. The village who need the power, the dragons. Very much, as Danzo to be said. Now, the next thing is Sasuke. When are you going to tell her about the whole massacre was a fluke? She can't know the massacre was just a stage for the Akatsuki. If she would know, she wouldn't trust the village anymore. That's why she was placed on the team with Naruto originally, so she could have some bond to the village before. Strong enough bonds that if she did go down the path for revenge, it wouldn't break. And I think Kirin would keep her in if she did leave. That dragons got close to her, so close. In fact, she spends most of her time with her, and that's another plus. It keeps her in the village. Even if Orochimaru's talking around with that damn cursed seal, it's gonna be more harder. But it's not flaring up as I thought it would be. Truly, as Stanzo simply says. But still, keep an eye on her. It's already been done. Root. And it's been done that. That should be all. As let's just hope this all blows over. But our biggest thing is we need to get the rest of the Konoha 12 some dragons. Yes, I just need to tell the senseis about this also. Very much. And some of our Jonis need some also firepower like Kakashi. He needs it. And don't tell me about it. I'm already on it. And I think Naruto's already on it also. And I think he's noticed as well. Naruto should smile. Well, this is good. As long as things are going well. With the blonde and his teammate as seeing the training, the blonde wants to be smile. Well, this is good training, as the blonde said. Hey, want to do a lap around the village? A lap around the village on my dragons. Yeah, why not? It's a good way to test our skills on the dragons. And hey, test yourself for aerial combat. Aerial combat, huh? Alright, fine. What do you think, Kieran? As Kieran proceeds to stand, as proceeding to roar, Tooth also they do the same. They agree. They proceed to get on the dragons as Naruto proceeds to think. Now I think about it. Me and you have dragons, but Sakura doesn't have one either. Sasuke proceeds to think about it also. You're right. She does need a dragon if she's going to be part of Team 7. And I've been thinking about Kakashi Sensei too. As they take to the skies, as proceeding to fly. But first, I'm going to win this. As he proceeded to take off, as she proceeded to follow. Yeah, think about it. But you can hope, but you're not going to win. As she proceeded to fly faster than him. As the two proceeded to pick up pace with their dragons. Let's see if this would be in the league. Because, well, you know what he is. As Kirin proceeded to fly low, diving into the village. As Tito proceeded to follow, taking the lead. Kirin proceeded to take up the skies, going through the marketplace of the village, just as following. As everyone proceeded to see the dragons, two dragons flying, as going up the Hokage monument from the side. As the two jump off their dragons, running through the branches, tree hopping. Being as once they got to the other side of the monument, they jump. Kirin and Tito catch each of their riders and continue to fly as pick up speed. You got pretty good, as Naruto simply says. Pretty good. I'm sure me and Kirin are very better than you. I actually picked up the pace as Kirin proceeded to fly faster. Hey! As Naruto proceeded to say, you're not better than me in Toothless. As the two have come from down for the last lap, the two would smile as the dragons would proceed to dive. Dive as proceed to pull up as flying past as two would come to a draw. I won, Naruto simply says. No, I'm sure I won that. But I think that was a draw, to be honest, as Sasuke simply says. A draw, the blonde says. How's that a draw? I'm sure I won that. You can hope and dream. He did not win. I'll just scowl. Yeah. Keep saying that. As the two proceeded to fly as their Sakuras, they proceeded to dive along, letting beside the Kunoichi. Hey, actually, she was saying, how's training going on? So he says, that's good. I heard you got a dragon of your own, Sasuke. Yeah, I did. So that's kidding. She proceeded to smile as Pink Apple was saying, that's good. Naruto proceeded to think, hey, Sakura, you ever thought of getting your own? My own? Well, yeah. Your own dragon. We're not gonna leave you behind. I know you won't. But I don't think right now. I think I need to get a little bit more, well, training here or there. But it wouldn't hurt. The bottom put out a book of dragons is simply saying, okay. Let's see here. Monster's Nightmare? No, Sakura says. Too flashy. I mean, I like firepower and all, raw strength, but something more elegant. Changeling? Too hidden. I like camouflage and all, but I want to stand out. He's a back. 2 heads. Sakura says, okay. Grunkle. That's too slow. Yeah, true. The bonus simply says, okay, maybe this one. Deadly Matter? That could do. How about the Razor Whip? As she simply says. Now that I can do. As she simply says. Okay, the blonde simply says. How do we find a Razor Whip? It says in the Book of Dragons, go for places that are more quieted out. And very much they look for special locations just to breed. Okay. And that is not that many things say about what Razor Whips like certain type of fish, but I know one fish that's close here nearby. You do? The blonde says. Yeah. But it's closer to, well, what? The key. Closer to Land of Water. Okay, let's go to Land of Water. That's the thing. As Sasuke says, it's close, but it's on the border of the leafing, the border of the land of to the village in the mist. Oh, no, that's not good. Yeah, it's in their part of the side of the land. Okay. So what do? We can't leave the village. Or can we? As Sasuke says. I don't think it's a really good idea. Sasuke simply, as Sakura simply says, yeah, I don't think she's really gonna allow that. Not if he knows. So you want to sneak behind the Hokage's back and leave the village? How are you gonna do that? Well, if you don't see behind us, we have 2 very fast dragons behind us that can travel the distance since pretty quickly. So that should be good enough. Yeah, but it's just gonna be the 3 of us on our own with dragons, as Naruto says. And what about Kakashi Sensei? I don't think we can tell Kakashi Sensei. He'll be on two. He'll probably say no. So if you want to do this, we gotta do this quick. Alright. We can't do this, well, in the daytime. Too wide open. Out in the open. Gotta do it at night. Why night? Sakura says. Oh, I know why night, but shouldn't it be better if we do it at the evening? People are more tired. Night gives us the best options leaving. People won't be on their posts that much, and well, a lot more people will be more often trying to get into their house instead of looking around. True. And we got Toothless and Kid, and they blend in with the dark completely. So, just gotta pack some things for a short trip. Alright, that's Sakura Super says. We'll do that. The three plan as disappearing as taking their own place together. Gather equipment as Cruiser the Watchers, Jiraiya, Kakashi, and they thought they thought that they can get past the Hokage without knowing. Well, that shows that they're willing to work. And if they can do this and get past, well, we'll see. But yet, we should stop them. We know what they're doing. So here's our chance. Kakashi, as Hiryu simply says, we should wait. Sensei's right. If we can see their skills that they gained from the training, and they can actually leave the village and escape and bring back the dragon for Sakura, we'll know they're ready to go on to make this team. If they can't leave the village, they're not ready. So I think this is a test. Their official test for Dragon Riders. Okay. Kakashi says, I understand. As they proceeded, as Dark proceeded to come in, as Naruto and Sasuke would proceed to get to a spot in Team 7's training ground, Sakura proceeded to get on Toothless, and I said, alright, for this we need to be quick. We're going to be in we'll be in the Land of Water's territory. And we'll be in the mist, too. And, well, Kiden's mist is quite difficult, so we best just get going. And also, we need to keep an eye out for Shinobi for them, too. Alright, so fly high. Suppose that. Alright, then, let's go. As they proceeded to zip into the air, quickly and fast, as they proceeded to make their way into the air, flying quickly as, alright, we need to keep low. Stay quiet, because we're going over the village. As they proceeded to fly fast and quick, Toothless and Kid proceeded to make absolutely no sound, fly. Once they made past the village borders and out the village started flying away for a few meters. They were in the clear. Alright, Naruto Super says, let's go. They proceeded to gain altitude in the air, flying higher. Okay, Naruto Super says, this is pretty good. We're on our way to the Land of Water. As they proceeded to continue making their way, Sakura proceeded to guide them where it should be. As once they got to the Land of Water, they proceeded to fly around. Still misty, as I remember. Yeah, and a lot of water, too. This would be a good place to find a tidal class dragon. Not enough water, these are rivers and lakes. Tidal class dragons need more than just, well, this amount of water to contain them, really. An ocean, the blonde says. That's pretty big. How about a creek? Decent enough, Sakura simply says. Still, not what we're looking for. Maybe later, but we'll keep an eye out. As they continue to fly over, as there, here's a river. As they stopped to proceed, they came here on the time of, well, my sister. Ew. Naruto and Sakura proceed to look at each other. Yeah, okay, the boss says. So where should the Razorwood be? Hey, guys, look. As they proceed to stop us looking, seeing a gash mark. Cut really thin, sharp, but edged. Satsuki proceeds to look at Naruto. Give me the book. I'm pulling out the book as proceeding to give her. Alright. Exactly like how it should be if it was cut by a razor whip. Or an adder. But doesn't an adder have like a barb end? Or Pacific quill type of way? It has a pattern to it, but this one's just pure sharp. You can tell. Look, I saw her to pull out a silver like quill as it was long, sharp, impressively sharp. That it was impressive. The blonde blinked. Where'd you get that? It was over here. This is actually really sharp. I'm holding from the very top of it, but the end is very, very bladed and syringed. Look, I'm gonna match it up. As they proceeded to match it up with how the tree bark was slashed. Perfect. So we're close. Yeah, as Toothless and Kieran proceed to keep an eye out. As simply as they proceed to walk around us, now they proceed to stop. Do you hear that sound? Yeah. They stopped and proceed to look as finding the razor whip. It was sleeping gently. Okie dokie, here we go. Give me the fish. Naruto proceeded to give her the fish. And I need the honey too. Why? The blonde says. You don't need the honey in. I'm thinking I need to. Just give me it. As he proceeded to give her the honey as Sakura proceeded to pour the honey on the fish. Satsuki proceeded to look at her teammate. Why did you pour the honey on the fish? I just had a hunch. As the pink apple proceeded to walk forward slowly. But the wizard up still heard her as proceeding to get up. Its violet eyes would proceed to open as proceeding to glare at the sound. Whoa, that's something new. It proceeded to snarl, to growl. Proceeding to pace as it was about to fire. But talking to calm it down. Hey, shh, I'm here as a friend. I'm not here to hurt you. Just let me help you. As she proceeded to say, as the dragon proceeded to sniff her, taking a whiff of her scent, and proceeded to grab the fish and eat it. Once she got close enough, it proceeded to look at her, allowing her to touch it as gently caressing her. She's calm. Okie dokie, the blonde says. Nice. As the razor would proceed to wrap her tail around Sakura's, and very gentle too. Well, she knows she's a dangerous creature, Naruto says, so I guess she has to be a bit more gentle. They all have to be a little bit more gentle, as Satsuki would say, rubbing Kira's. So we're still in Kitty, as we need to get out of here. In enemy territory, you know? True. Sakura proceeded to put a saddle on her horse saddle, as we say. Alright, girl. So what are you gonna name her? I came up with a couple names. How about Slasher? I know what your super says. No, definitely not Slasher. I know she's like that, but I don't think it fits. I just thought wind shear was better. I like it. Sasuke simply says wind shear, the blonde says. I don't know about that. I don't think it even fits. As proceeding, this director will proceed to snarl at Naruto as simply saying, okay, well, sure it is. Tubas proceeded to laugh and said, hey, you're supposed to be my backup, you know. Tubas proceeded to smile, rubbing into Naruto. Yeah, I know. As the sun starts to rise a bit in the sky, we need to go. Make our way back home now. The three will touch nod as proceeding to take flight. Taking flight high as yes, seeing those key shinobi. Crap! Take altitude now. Picking pace as flying higher as barely making to above the clouds as one of the shinobi will say, what was that? Did you see anything up there? No. Just you imagining things, you know? Relax. The kid shinobi would just, okay. Holy crap, that was close. Let's go home. And as the three proceed to fly home. Ooh. Naruto proceeded to eat a couple of ramen. When Sakura proceeded to do her hair. Sasuke proceeded. He did tutorial. Kunai asked, say finally right to leave. Alright. As they proceeded to fly past and fly into Hokage Monument, and down to Team 7's World Training Ground. Once they land, it's just mission successful, as Naruto simply says. And well done, as Kakashi simply says. They stopped and paused as turning around to see Kakashi. I'm impressed, Team 7. Your first A-rank mission on your own. I'm impressed. What? Asked. They would be surprised and shocked. Wait, you knew? Yep, I knew. And now I've seen it. You passed. The three would blink. Asked Naruto to say, well, thanks, Sasuke Sensei. And the Hokage wants to see you three. So let's go. As the three proceeded to head towards the Hokage office, as once they entered this, the dragons proceeded to be outside the windows. I would say and reprimand you for leaving the village, sneaking off. And that could be called for treason, but you'd be glad I made this an A-rank mission. So I'll repay you respectively for that. You got Sakura a dragon, and you showed me that you guys can work as a team properly. And also, by working as a team and working as a team, you also show that you can respectively work together with your dragons without any problems. And shown even in this crisis situation of one of your men down, you can still work together without the problem. You got Sakura a dragon in a very short amount of time. And that is commended for. Jiraiya proceeded to smile. I'm impressed. You guys are pretty good. And now you'll be leading the new rosters of the Dragon Riders. No way, the blonde says. A whole group of Dragon Riders? Yep. Of the Konoha 12. And Naruto, you'll be leading them. Me? Leading them? I don't know. Maybe Sasuke would probably be better leading them, or Sakura. Sasuke proceeds to smile. No, I think you'll do just fine. Really? Yeah, you could take command for the mission. If you ask me, you did pretty well. Thanks. Sakura proceeded to punch him on the side. So, you're right. You did pretty well, I have to admit. So well, you impressed me. The boss smiled. Thanks, guys. And now your next mission is to finish your training. Right. I need to get back to Kunai Sensei. And I need to get to her training too. Jurassic says I need to get back to him those books. Just the blonde side. Oh, come on. You're a pain in the ass, the blonde says. As the three proceeded to get on the dragons flying off. This is going to be a good time.